What's up, family? Gerald the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z, sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews, you name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcasts on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
Back on the Bossman Show, a true friend of the show, Coach Byron, since we've been on this show since 2016, Coach, when you got the job. So right. I was going to say, appreciate you for doing it all these years. Come on the show the last 10 years, man, and just happy for you, man, because I know you had a tough year this year, some adversity, but to come to Atlanta and get 4 wins in 4 days, man, and I'm so happy for you, Coach. I'm so proud of who you are as a man and what you've meant to me, Coach, on and off the air, man.
I appreciate it, Joe. You've been supportive, man, from day one, and really appreciate that. And just good to be, working with good people that do so much for our sport and give our conference a lot of coverage. So kudos to you, and definitely appreciate the relationship.
Yes, indeed, Coach. And for you, man, did you kind of feel like after the last game before the SWAT tournament that maybe you had some brewing, that just get there and start playing and just get on the run? Did you kind of feel that in practice leading up to coming to Atlanta trying to get this thing done?
We definitely felt that we had the right 10 guys. That's kind of what we have right now on our roster. We had the right 10 guys that gave us the best chance to go out and to be successful. We've had some adversity this year. We had to make some subtractions, move on away from some guys that, they're good people, but just weren't, in the right frame of mind to be able to help us accomplish our team goals. So we had to subtract and move away from some guys. And then we got the final 10 that we have currently right now was the right 10. And obviously, once we got into the last couple of weeks of the season, we really, really started playing well, went on a nice little streak. And, finishing up at Texas Southern, I think that's when the light switch really, it was apparent that, hey, we got something that we can go into this conference tournament and make some noise.
And for you, Coach, I know how much you love defense, and you held these teams under 80 points the whole tournament here in Atlanta, and getting rebounds, winning that possession game, and Coach, it's very, very important for you. So talk about just your guys' commitment to that end of the floor, getting the rebounds, and also just being connected. Because I watched you all, I can see how connected you all were on that sidelines, man. And it was beautiful to see.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I always say, the biggest thing I think for coaches to do in the beginning when they have their team, especially when you have new teams, is you try to hope that there's a believe in. And when I say the believe in, I mean for your players to believe in you as a man, believe in you as a leader, believe in you as a mentor, to believe in you as a coach. And if you can get that, then the buy-in is so much easier. How you want them to play, if they believe in you and they trust you, then they'll do the things that you ask. So I think we did a great job, our staff, getting these guys to trust us as coaches, as men, as leaders, as mentors, and then the things we asked them to do in terms of how we play, how we wanted to play, the style of play. Took a while, but they all bought in. And the chemistry, whenever you're flipping your roster every year, bringing in 11, 12 sometimes 13 new guys. It takes a little bit longer at times, in most cases, for these guys to be able to gel on the offensive end. The defensive part is really all about will. It's not about skill. And rebounding, it's want to. But the offensive part is the hard part because everybody wants to score. That's always the biggest problem with our game. Everybody wants the ball. They want to score. I can take my man. I can get 15, 20, whatever. I just got to get reps and get shot opportunities. But I think, what we did was that, we said, hey, you know what? If we start defending the way we need to and finishing great defensive possessions with rebounds, everybody's going to have an opportunity to be able to score, and you look at the box score, 3, 4 guys are always in double figures. Obviously, the guy that's getting a lot of credit right now, a lot of attention because he's on a bit of a tear is Dante Horn. He's playing at an unbelievable level. He's playing as well as any guard in the country. He's just a bucket right now, and we're so fortunate to be able to have him. But we have 3 or 4 other guys that can get 20 a night as well. So offensively, I think we're very well rounded. But we continue to defend and rebound and play very, very hard. I think that we're going to be in pretty good shape. Coming up tomorrow night for sure against Lehigh.
Coach Maskis, man, unsung heroes have to be your managers and your support staff because when you're down to 10 guys, you have to get a good look. Yeah. Talk about those guys who are unsung heroes who are out there on the court but in practice, giving you all the looks you all need to be prepared to play these teams that you're playing in 1 of 7 games in a row.
Yeah, we do have, we got some guys, and unfortunately, everybody can't play. I'm kind of a bit of a stickler for shortening my roster. We're playing about 7 guys right now. So the other guys that have been on the team this year that didn't get an opportunity to play, their attitudes have been good because, what we were telling them is that you got to stay ready. So stay ready so you have to get ready. And, your numbers call, you got to be ready to answer the call. So we have a very, very good we had a deep bench once upon a time, but obviously it's kind of decimated now with some decisions that we had to make to move on away from some guys. But even the guys that we have now, our backups, they stay ready. They practice hard every day. They help us get prepared, for the next opponent. And at the same time, they're giving themselves an opportunity for us to see them on the floor doing things and be able to build trust and not, bat an eye at putting them out there in critical points of the game. To be able to help us win. So it's been a total team effort. It's been very a collective effort, collaborative effort between the staff and the players. And things are just going really well right now for Prairie View, and I couldn't be happier.
No doubt, Coach. And, I know how it's compared to you are, man. To win 4 tough, hard-nosed games against Alcorn, Bethune, Alabama A&M, and Southern. 4 great coaches right there, 4 great teams. Just as a competitor, man, how cool was it to see your guys respond to your challenge of playing 4 high-quality team of coaches in a row and winning in that environment in the College Park?
It was great. We've been telling them all year that, we can play with anybody, that's in our conference. We can beat anybody, but we also can be beaten. But what I kept telling them is that the way we're playing right now, I felt confident we could beat any of those teams that were on that we had to play in Atlanta. And to be honest with you, Joe, I really didn't feel like even Bethune-Cookman being number 1, the way we were playing, the confidence and being cohesive, being one unit and really rooting and just being connected, that key word in life, being connected with your group. I didn't feel that anyone could beat us. I felt like we could only beat ourselves by not doing the things that we had been doing, which is defending and rebounding and sharing the basketball. But we continue to do that. And it just became like the blueprint, became like not who we were, but who we are. Every night we stepped out there, it was the same mindset, same type of game plan, switching 1 through 5 on defense, which really, really helped us and really, really sped our defense up and got it more stronger. And once we got the defense really going and clicking in the tournament, the offensive end was so much easier. And we just had guys just stepping up and making shots because they were playing the right way. And they got rewarded for playing the right way.
And, Coach, you got 18 wins on the season, but what I saw throughout the year, you took so many close losses. Yes. Like, you could have had a way better record than you had because of those close losses. Yeah. It's about having your guys learn from those adversity, trials and tribulations of losing these close games, but to now be able to have those teachable moments early now so that now they're hardened now. So when they get in these tough situations, they're not scared anymore. They know how to execute, know how to make the right play, crash at the right time, get the right free throw block out, make the right pass. All the things we talk about all from June to now, they've went through this whole this kind of car wash of it. Now they're ready to go against Lehigh tomorrow night.
Jerry, you're 100% correct. We did have a ton of close losses, and they handled it the right way. It's difficult when you with young people. if they don't have success right away, it's kind of hard to get them to stay committed and focused on the process of doing the same things every day. You just got to go harder. But this team was so mature. We had older guys, got a bunch of fifth-year guys that have been some other places that have a lot of life experience and basketball experience. They handled it the right way. They realized that, hey, man, we were one possession or two possessions away from winning. Hey, man, the next game we're going to make up for it. And in the next game, if it didn't happen, they just kept believing the next game we were going to right our wrongs. And you're right. I think we should be up well over 20 wins when you look at our record, look at our games and our box scores. But I will say this, the games that we didn't take advantage of and we didn't get, we're definitely making up for it right now in the postseason. And that's the reason why we're sitting here in Dayton right now with a great opportunity to go out tomorrow night against Lehigh and play in the prestigious NCAA tournament.
And, Coach, talk about the exposure that Prairie View's getting. Played in Celebration Bowl in Atlanta, unfortunately for Coach Jackson, it didn't go his way. Now you're playing in Dayton against Lehigh, only game on TV. Prairie View A&M's going to be on everybody's mind. How was that for you in AD Golf and all the rest of the presidents are there, all the Prairie View alums who get to say their school spotlighted in the national stage tomorrow in Dayton?
Yeah, the alums were pretty quiet on basketball for the last 3 years. JR, it's kind of funny how they're talking again. I mean, it's just been good because, like I say, we were kind of left for dead, to be honest with you, JR. Kind of left out of the conversation because we've had some down years and some things just didn't go our way. We just couldn't get the right group of guys, enough of the right group of guys over the last few years. So our program went from really, really strong, as you remember, to not being, what we were, and that really bothered me. And we just continue to pray to God that tough times don't last, what tough people do. We kept working at it, and we finally were able to get the right group. And even though the results weren't there early in terms of the wins, but we still felt really confident about this group that we could make a run in the conference tournament and be sitting in Dayton for the first four. And it all came to fruition. What an awesome God we serve, JR. We have to give him a lot of the glory, all the glory, not some, all the glory and the praise goes to our Lord and Savior because he's definitely had his hand over this team. And we're so thankful for that.
No doubt, Coach. All those tough adversity you had made you all stronger for this time of year, Coach. And Coach, I wanted you to expound on Dante Horn and Lance Williams, two of your studs, man. So listeners out here can really watch them tomorrow night and see what those guys are about and really key on those two young men.
I think Dante Horn should be the poster child in college basketball for someone that has a strong love of the game. He recruited us. We're not paying any of our players any money, JR. I mean, it's amazing. We have no NIL. We're not paying any of our players right now. And for the way that Dante Horn is performing right now, I mean, if he's in some other places, I'm pretty sure he's pretty well taken care of with the type of performances he's been putting up in the past month. I think he's one of the most impactful transfers in the country at any level, what he's been able to do here for us. So I think he's in a special place right now. In the college basketball world. They haven't seen him yet. They're going to see him here tomorrow night, and I'm really excited for him, and I'm excited for them to be able to see him. Lance Williams is he's a coach's dream. He doesn't have ask anything, JR. I mean, going to the bathroom, he's got, he's got some intensity with that and going hard, going to the bathroom. He tries to win every sprint, tries to be first in every drill that we do, and he brings it every day. This guy has energy like you would not believe. He never takes a day off. He never makes a lazy play. He gives 100% in everything that he does on the basketball court and in the classroom. A testament to his parents. They've done a great job in raising him. And JR, I get so excited talking about Lance Williams. I mean, I absolutely love this. I love all my players, but Lance is special because he sacrifices so much of his own individual game to make sure that the other players get to be in position to be able to get what they need to get. So he's selfless. He's a leader. He's a winner. He's a class act. And we're just so fortunate to have he and Dante and Corey Wells and Tarion Joseph and Corey Dunning. I mean, the list goes on and on. We're just really excited about the team that we have for the 25-26 season. Great group of young men, JR.
Coach, I got two more for you, Coach. How was that crowd in my home city of Atlanta, man? The Gateway Center seemed like it was popping, man. Talk about the environment, man, playing the Talk Conference Tournament there where the College Park Skyhawks play in and Atlanta Dream play in and how they enter the arena really leads to just a great environment.
Well, I tip my hat to the conference office, Charles McClellan and Adina Pooler and Andrew Roberts, and those guys are doing Jasmine Quinn. Those people are doing a great job. They're putting on a great event. It's well organized. It's first class. The only thing that's lacking right now, we got to get JR in the building. But it is a class event. It's well attended. It's on time. It's just great. And the arena's wonderful, and the location of it is great. And Atlanta's an unbelievable city with a lot of nice and generous people, friendly people, good places to eat. I mean, great hotel. I mean, everything's just wonderful. So it is a great 8 days that we were there. And what made it special was we came out of it being the champions. So, hey, I love Atlanta. I love this show that I'm on right now. I love the Atlanta Hawks. One of my former players, Regis Unwakamuche, is a player development coach over there with the Hawks. Another one of my former players when I coached I coached at A&M, Bryson Graham, is the vice president of player programs over at with the Atlanta Hawks. Second in command, from the general manager. So Atlanta is becoming a special place for me with having good relationships there, and obviously consider you to be a good friend and someone who supported me since I've been here. So great environment, great week here in Atlanta when we were there, and wonderful event, the SWAC tournament.
No doubt, Coach. And Coach, one thing I want to say to you, man, before we go, man, it's like I really appreciate you giving me a chance 10 years ago to come on the show. I know you was a new first-time head coach, and we've done this. You ain't believe this, Coach. We've done this 14 times now in 10 years, Coach. If you can believe that.
I appreciate it. Always honored, JR, to be a part of your show, man. You do a great job. A great human being you are. Kudos to you. And I thank you, Coach, for the relationship, Coach. I'm wishing you all the best tomorrow night. And HBCU love all the way around. So get it done, Coach. We're talking again after the season, Coach, about how great this event was for you guys. Absolutely, Jerry. You take care. God bless you, man, and look forward to talking to you soon. God bless you too, Coach. Be safe, brother. Yes, sir.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z, sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews. You name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcast on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
What's up, family? Jared the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to The Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.